think you're prepared for the cold. I can't wash my windows or my mirrors. Everything's froze solid. 17 degrees, so we are a solid 10 degrees warmer than home. So I guess it is warmer south now. If you watched the last video, you know where we're at, you know what we're doing, so. We are on our way to Walsh, Colorado to go drop off some DDGs. And then I gotta figure out whether I gotta bounce all the way back to St. Joe, Missouri or Hutchinson. Might be Hutchinson, Kansas. Supposed to have a load of oats going back that direction, but there might be kind of a hitch with that one, I'm not sure, so waiting to find out if I can get oats or not. Supposedly they might not be open on Mondays to get loaded, so I'm hoping to hear sooner than later on that one. I guess we'll have to go with the flow, I guess. Scaled in. I had some issues. Apparently I'm supposed to have an unload number along with a load number, and all I have is a load number. So they had to make some phone calls, and they still don't have the unload number, but they told me I'm good to unload. They just gotta get the right number, I guess. But I don't know, but it sounds like we're just dumping on the ground. Supposed to go on the east side. Mill over here. You see there's a pad that I'll see. Yes, I don't know. So we'll find out, I guess. Everyone in there sounds Australian. One lady has an Aussie hoodie. I don't know if everyone here is Australian or what. The 4 people I seen inside were definitely all Australian. it sounds like I'm going to back up. I don't know if he's just making more room or what. I haven't talked to him yet, but I got to back up onto that pad there and just dump it on the ground, and he'll scoop it and pile it, I guess. So I'm just assuming he's making room, because there ain't a whole lot of room to pull ahead. I don't know if I can empty a whole hopper in the space that is there, so we'll have to just kind of see what he wants us to do, I guess. Well, we're unloaded. Right there in those piles. We only had to pull ahead and back up, I think 7 times to get all the DDGs out. The worst part about the whole thing is trying to close the trap again when it's full of DDG and you're trying to close that trap again. It does not want to close. It was me and 2 other guys, and we were taking turns cranking on it. And the dust. The dust is horrible. All in all, not too bad. The worst part, like I said, was trying to close that trap. I thought they had a pit or something like that we dumped into, but we literally drop it on the ground. And this trailer's got commodity hoppers, so I'm not sure what the clearance is, but the hoppers are way closer to the ground and the doors are quite a bit bigger. So as you're pulling ahead, you're not dumping out as much as what you would with the egg hopper. I've done corn that way before in feed bunks for cattle lots, where we hauled marbled corn. And one hopper, you pull ahead, I don't know, 60 feet or so, and you can unload the whole hopper. So with these doors being way lower, the pile doesn't build up as high and fan out as much. So you don't dump near as much on the ground as what you can with an egg hopper. It's 50 degrees, so we all broke a sweat. No, not complaining, no complaints. But it was starting to sweat. 17 degrees to 50 degrees. It's quite a jump in 4 hours. So we did lose our oats load that we were supposed to take over by St. Joe in that general area. I think I was supposed to load at a Montezuma and bring it over somewhere over by St. Joe, and then or no, it wasn't even St. Joe. It was actually going close to Hutchinson, because it's only like a 30 or 40 mile jog over to Hutchinson to get the salt. So it must have been over toward the Hutchinson direction. Can't remember. So anyway, now we gotta drive 266 miles to Hutchinson. We're gonna get loaded with salt and take that up to Sioux Falls. And they want us to deliver tonight if possible, but I'm not gonna be in Hutchinson until 4:30. And it's a 7-hour drive up to Sioux Falls. And I highly doubt that the city of Sioux Falls, their shed is open past like 5 o'clock, I would imagine. So, I don't know. We'll probably have to just deliver first thing in the morning. But we have quite the run for today. What in the world? This car in front of me just slowed down to 45, 50 mile an hour out of nowhere. And that pickup up there isn't going much faster. Guys in there? It's the Hutchinson Correctional Facility. We're in line for salt, and the plant is quite a ways up there. According to the map, we're still 0.6 miles away. It's like deja vu of AGP and Sergeant Bluff. I've been sitting here for probably about 10 minutes and the line hasn't moved, so I don't know how quick it is. Not a clue. Sioux Falls, I found out, takes salt till 11 p.m. And I should just change this up. How far away from Sioux Falls? Let's see. Sioux Falls, South Dakota. 444 miles, 7 hours. Our current arrival time is 11:37, so we're not making it tonight. So I have to be there at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning to get unloaded. And then I got to find out where I got to go to in Minnesota to get beans. It's supposed to be not too far from Sioux Falls, so all I know is I got to get beans, and then it goes to Alta. I unload beans, reload shells, hulls, whatever. And that goes to Columbus to Oklahoma. That's what I was told last. That's the last plan I know. And I'm hoping to get back by Friday. Courtney's uncle passed away last night, so we kind of knew that was coming. And I was hoping he was going to make it a couple more days, just so the funeral for sure would be on Saturday, but it sounds like they're going to do a cremation, and then just do like a family viewing Friday night, and kind of like a ceremony all in one type of deal. So it sounds like they got it set for Friday night, so I'm hoping to make it by, I think it's between 5 and 7 Friday night, so I'm hoping I can make it back by Friday night. We'll see. They all drove trucks, so they kind of know how it works. So yeah, another curveball for the week. So I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't know what to think about any of this. That's a lot of shadows up there. Well, let's hope this doesn't take too long. I should probably just make supper is what I should do. Looks like a good opportunity for it anyway. I'm gonna guess that there's some of you guys that watch this, and as soon as I said where I was getting loaded at, probably started laughing. I need to get my drink. Because guys on the CB are talking. Apparently, if you're back by the jail, that's not good news, huh? The guy that's 2 trucks behind me, I think it's 3 trucks, possibly. 2 or 3 trucks back, he just pulled up a minute ago and was on the CB, asking if the line was moving very fast, and someone else just said on the CB he's been here since 10 to 11. And he's still 2 trucks back from the gray check-in building or something, or whatever he called it. I think he called it the check-in building. We've been here 45 minutes and we haven't moved. So he was asking the guy that's behind me, was asking how late they're gonna load, because they quit loading at 11. And apparently the lady in the office said that they're gonna keep loading as long as there's trucks in line. So I don't know if that means they're running 24/7, but yeah. My hopes of getting to Sioux Falls are out the window. I mean, it's going to be too late to unload anyway, but I figured I'd get like an hour from Sioux Falls. That'd be my whole day on my logs practically. So I figured I'd at least get maybe the coffee cup or something there by Vermilion is kind of what I was thinking. Now I'm wondering if I shouldn't just make the bed and take a nap now. Probably get my TV set up anyway. But yes, I'm guessing there was some of you laughing. New guy, huh? The F and G. So after that conversation, I went and talked to the guy behind me, just asking how this whole process worked here. And after I heard the conversation on the radio, and then he started laughing as soon as I asked how this worked. He told me I was in for a real treat and to get real comfortable. But it's almost 8:30, and we're not even in the yard yet. We're still on the road that goes into the yard. I think I'm gonna have to tell him that being in Columbus at 5 o'clock tomorrow is pretty much out of the question. It'd be nice if you could just go lay down, take a nap. The problem is the line moves about every hour. It'd jump ahead about 5 trucks in the way back, but now that we're getting up closer, it's about 1 truck every half hour, so it's not like you can even go take a nap. So it just it's gonna be some long hours. I'll probably almost have a 10-hour restart ready to go by the time I get out of here. Fifth in line now. So that window there, and then that truck sticking out of that bay, that's where we get loaded. So there's a scale in there, from what I understand. So we'll pull in, and then the guy on the payloader, you can kind of see him dumping right now. The guy in the payloader will tell you to pull ahead. He'll load your back hopper. You tell him what you want to weigh. So you'll pull on, he'll get your empty weight. Tells you to pull ahead, he'll load your back hopper. Then he'll tell you to back up, he'll load your front hopper. And then you'll back up again to get your weight or something like that, I guess. So doesn't seem too difficult. And then between those buildings, I don't know, it's kind of hard to see. They have a belt back there, an auger that loads you. So if they tell you that you're getting loaded by the payloader, you go to this building here, and if you're getting loaded by the auger, you go somewhere between them buildings and then back into a bay. It might be that bay that kind of is right in front of that semi you can somewhat see into, so something like that. But not too difficult, I guess. It looks more complicated than it is. But it's now 9:21. So I'm kind of guessing that I'm gonna have to call the dispatcher and tell them to cancel that Columbus load. I'm pretty sure that's gonna end up being the case. We'll have to just see how it ends up playing out. But oh yeah, there's a semi coming right there. So
went out from under the belt loaded.
Yeah, he just called it that he's coming out from under the belt loaded. So that way no one else is heading in between the buildings going back there to get loaded. Well, we got moved to the pit, or the belt, I guess. So there's a truck backed in there right now. And then I got a truck right behind me. So once the guy in the pit pulls out, then this guy behind me will back in, and then I'll back up to where he's at. So that'll leave enough room for the guy in the pit that's getting loaded by the belt, and gives him enough room to pull ahead and pull out of there and do a U-turn, I'm assuming. Which kind of sucks, because I was literally next in line to get loaded with the with the, yeah. Huh. That's where my ABS light keeps going on. Why am I losing trailer lights? Uh-oh. I got wire problem, it looks like. Ah, I gotta go fix that now. What the heck? I think a wire came loose. Alright, so this is gonna be just like loading beans, basically. So that's just the tractor on the scale right now. So clearly they're not loading us yet. Oh, I've heard quite a few of the guys calling in over the CB and the pit with the payloader, and I mean it's almost 10:30 now, and I was second in line when they told me to move over here. Oh, now they're loading me. But I was second in line when they told me to move over here, and I've probably heard 4 or 5 of them go through in that pit, so I could have been out of here already. Got the GPS set for Loves, 31 miles away, but I have a feeling this late at night. Wow, they're throwing salt all over the place. Have a feeling
you're gonna back up.
This late at night, it's probably going to be hard trying to find somewhere to park. They don't load too fast with this.
That's good.
Well, we'll get loaded, get out of here, and see if we can find somewhere to call home for the night. Alright, we're loaded. Let's get out of here. Try and get a few hours of sleep. I hate to know how long this line's to. Actually, this line looks like they must have cut the line off. Well, maybe not. We shall see, I guess. Road is so rough. Gee, many Christmas. Railroad tracks are, oh yeah, they must have cut the line off because it was longer than this earlier. Alright, alley headlights. Holy cow.
to Love's Truck Care on 2400 East Kansas Avenue in McPherson, KS.
Alright, we're at Love's. They're out of parking, so we just kind of made a spot. Not horribly packed. There's still plenty of room for trucks to get in over there. So it is what it is. I am tired. Snow. Good thing that one's up in the air. Almost caught my mud flap. This guy's not in a parking spot. I don't know how many of these guys are technically not in a parking spot, but it'll work. There's guys on the entrance that are a lot bigger inconvenience on getting in. They got a curve in the road and 3 trucks on one side and another truck on the inside, so it's hard to even get in and out of here. So it is what it is, and I'm going to bed. So I'm not sure how tomorrow's going to end up being. We'll see what it ends up turning into, I guess. Wasn't planning on, well, I was planning on, it's 11:30. I planned on honestly being in Sioux Falls right now, and I just got loaded. So I don't know, we'll have to figure out a second game plan in the morning and just go from there. I've already got a couple of buddies of mine. Grab a toothpick, clear your logs, and go. Okay. I'm not feeling it at all. I'm tired. I just wore out. Usually, I mean, I can go longer. I've done it before. You know, that was without the ELD on the campers and stuff. We did some fibbing here and there, but it's every day is different. You feel different every day. Some days you can run 20 hours. Some days you can run 36 hours. And some days after 6 hours, you're just ready to call it a day. So I'm calling it a day. We'll see you guys in the next one.